Good morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch, in the kitchen. Trying out my new 360-degree camera. And the subject of today's video is something I've done before, but something I do very often. And that is, in my opinion, without a doubt, the quickest, easiest, no muss, no fuss, carnivore meal that I never seem to get tired of. And that is cooking frozen hamburger patties in an air fryer. And I turn this around so you can see the front of it. There we go. And I always do, don't have to, but I always use my air fryer underneath the hood, underneath the range hood, just in case it happens to smoke. And this is the Tyfer Dome 2. Easily has become my favorite air fryer. And the burgers of choice today, right from the freezer, with no thawing or anything else required, are the Angus beef. All beef patties. The only ingredients, beef and salt. And as usual, they're frozen solid in a block. So, a handy tip, and I use a metal spatula. You could use a knife, but then you have to be more careful. And I just put the spatula in a little space in between the patties and twist it. And it pops them out. And that is the easiest, I think, and safest way to pop these apart. And here we have them, and I put them in the basket. Simple as that. Put the basket in the air fryer, turn it on, set it to air fry, 350 degrees. I cook them for 11 minutes, hit start, turn the range hood on, and voila, there you go. And in 11 minutes, we're going to have a pound of hamburger, which is pretty filling. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. That took about a minute. Took about a minute to prepare. So, put the burgers back in the freezer. In case you're wondering, I still wear my I've fallen and I can't get up button. I'm doing pretty good. I don't use a walker or a cane at all during the day. My balance is getting better. I still got a lot of recovering to do on the fine motor skills in my right side of my body, in my right leg. I try to work out and exercise. But all things considered, I truly believe that based on what happened to me, what my life could be like right now, the fact that for 7 months, and it's been 7 months, I've been living on my own, doing all my own cooking. While I'm waiting for the burgers to cook, and I don't need to flip them or do anything. Just put them in there, push the button, away we go. Let me show you some of the other foods that I cook from frozen, because it turns out you can wait till the last minute to decide what you're going to eat this way. You don't have to take it out in advance and thaw it. Now I do freeze chicken thighs. I do freeze chicken thighs, and those I do thaw. Those I do thaw. I cook them in this air fryer at 375 degrees for 28 minutes, thawed out. They come out fabulous and delicious. I had them yesterday for lunch. I eat ribeyes. I cook these from frozen in that air fryer. Takes about 12 minutes. About halfway through the cook, after it's thawed, I'll open it up and I'll stick a wireless thermometer in it. And I've been using this Tyfer dual gold Tyfer Sync wireless thermometer, and it works great. Works great. Lets me cook the steaks. I cook them to 120 degrees, finished, rested temperature, and they come out very, very rare on the inside and a nice crust on the outside in the Tyfer air fryer. I don't eat it very often, but occasionally I'll make a ground beef omelet or a frittata, and I'll use a pound of the ground beef that I get from Sam's Club. But it's just so easy. It's so easy to cook these burger patties like this. The freezer's telling me close the door. I have shrimp, frozen shrimp. These you can use right out of the freezer. You can use right out of the freezer. You just take a handful and throw them in a bowl with some water, and they thaw in a few minutes. And you cook them up in butter. You can put eggs in there and make shrimp and eggs. A great quick dish. I still have plenty of variety. Of course, bacon and eggs, one of my mainstays. And I would say about 4 to 5 days a week, one of my meals is going to be at least 5 or 6 pasture-raised eggs and at least a half a pound of bacon. Now, what I did yesterday was very interesting. I started at noon. I took my stone ceramic Mueller pan. I cooked my bacon and eggs in it. I did not drain the bacon fat out. I put 5 eggs beat up into the pan in a literal bath of bacon grease. The egg soaked up some of it. And when I was done, I had still a considerable amount of bacon grease in the pan. Well, I just left it on the stovetop. I took out a couple of those salmon fillets and I thawed them. And they were completely thawed out in about 3 hours, 4 hours. So when it came time for my second meal, I just took the pan with the old bacon grease in it, where I'd cooked the omelet, heated that up, put a little salt on them, and threw the salmon fillets into the frying pan, skin side down, hot bacon grease. It crisped up the skin, about 2 minutes, flipped them over, another minute or two. I used a thermometer just to make sure they were done, looking for at least 140, 50 degrees minimum internal temperature. They were done. Put them on a plate. I used the same plate that I used earlier in the day, so I only had 1 plate to wash. So for an entire day of eating, I did it all out of 1 frying pan. I really only had to wipe out what was left of the grease at the end. I didn't even wash it. And there it is. Got a little coating of bacon grease. It's ready for what I'll probably do tomorrow. So I've managed to, and I've managed to get the amount of time and energy that I spend preparing my meals, and I'm talking about first-class, delicious meals, managed to get that down to where it's almost no work and no cleanup. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's easy on me, and that's why I love carnivore so much. Now, I got 2 minutes left, it says. So, I'll fast forward through the rest of this to keep this video short. 1 minute left, and we'll see what we got. I didn't see any smoke coming off of this at all, but I still like doing it underneath the range hood. Maybe I won't fast forward through it. The nice thing, especially with the adventure I had when I had my stroke, having something cooking in a frying pan and being unable to get to the stove to turn it off, having my house filled with smoke, added a lot of drama to it. The nice thing about cooking in an air fryer is that if something happens, at least you know the thing is going to shut off and not set your house on fire. I've become very paranoid about leaving any frying pan on a hot burner, especially with my stroke recovery, and wandering off to do something else. Okay, it says it's done. It's done. End. All right. So we can pull the tray out. We have 3 completely cooked hamburger patties. Plenty juicy, that's for sure. I just put them on the plate. And this thing is so easy to clean, it's incredible. It's got that ceramic coating on it, nothing sticks to it. And there you have it. That's all there's to it. That's my meal for the day. Turn this off, turn that off, and that'll do it. That'll do it. I'm going to go eat my first meal of the day. Quick, no mess. I may even have a steak for dinner from frozen and just cook it in the same pan and not even worry about cleaning the pan until after I'm done. That way I get 2 meals and only have to wash that out 1 time. You don't have to work hard. Your range of foods is narrow, so you're not going to need to constantly think about how to make the next meal more fabulous and more interesting. You're going to have to take my word for the fact, those of you who think it's boring at first, that will go away. Something universally seen by people who succeed on carnivore. You never get tired of the nutritious food. Your body won't let you. It likes what you're doing, and it rewards you with a lack of cravings or any kind of dissatisfaction about what you're eating. With that, I'm going off to enjoy my first meal. For you, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.